Dreaming of becoming a hero who saves the world is a powerful and emotionally charged experience. Such a dream often leaves a lingering sense of purpose, excitement, and even responsibility upon waking. While at first glance it may seem like a simple reflection of admiration for heroic figures in movies or literature, a deeper psychological analysis reveals that this type of dream is rich with meaning, touching on themes of identity, ambition, inner conflict, and the human desire for significance. At its core, the dream of becoming a world-saving hero symbolizes a profound longing for purpose. In everyday life, individuals often navigate routines that may feel repetitive or lacking in larger meaning. The subconscious mind, however, seeks to elevate this experience by placing the dreamer in a position of importance. By casting oneself as a savior, the mind is not merely indulging in fantasy, but expressing an innate desire to matter, to contribute something meaningful to the world. This can be especially prominent during periods when the dreamer feels overlooked, undervalued, or uncertain about their role in life. Another layer of interpretation lies in the concept of personal empowerment. In the dream, the individual typically possesses extraordinary abilities, courage, or intelligence that enable them to overcome overwhelming challenges. This reflects an internal recognition of one's own potential. Even if the dreamer consciously doubts their abilities, the subconscious may be highlighting hidden strengths that are waiting to be acknowledged. The act of saving the world becomes a metaphor for overcoming personal obstacles, fears, insecurities, or external pressures that may feel insurmountable in waking life. Moreover, such dreams often emerge during times of stress or crisis. When the dreamer is faced with difficult decisions or high expectations, the mind may respond by constructing a scenario where those pressures are magnified on a global scale. Saving the world becomes a symbolic representation of managing these overwhelming responsibilities. In this sense, the dream serves as both a rehearsal and a coping mechanism. It allows the dreamer to explore scenarios where they rise above adversity, reinforcing a sense of resilience and capability. The emotional tone of the dream is also significant. If the dreamer feels confident, determined, and successful in their mission, it may indicate a growing sense of self-assurance in real life. Conversely, if the dream is filled with anxiety, failure, or uncertainty, it could suggest that the dreamer is struggling with self-doubt or fear of inadequacy. The outcome of the heroic journey, whether triumphant or unresolved, can offer valuable insight into the dreamer's current psychological state. In addition to personal meaning, this dream may reflect a broader social or moral awareness. The idea of saving the world often involves protecting others, restoring balance, or combating injustice. This suggests that the dreamer possesses a strong sense of empathy and ethical responsibility. They may be deeply affected by global issues such as environmental concerns, social inequality, or conflict, even if they do not consciously dwell on these topics. The dream transforms these abstract concerns into a narrative where the dreamer has the power to enact change, highlighting a desire to make a positive impact beyond one's immediate surroundings. Culturally, the archetype of the hero is deeply embedded in human storytelling. From ancient myths to modern cinema, heroes represent the idealized self, the version of who we aspire to be. Dreaming of embodying this archetype can therefore be seen as a process of self-integration. The dreamer is not becoming someone else, but rather exploring aspects of themselves that align with courage, leadership, and self-sacrifice. This aligns with psychological theories, such as those proposed by Carl Jung, who suggested that dreams often draw upon universal symbols or archetypes to communicate deeper truths about the psyche. It is also worth considering the role of escapism in such dreams. Life can be complex, unpredictable, and at times mundane. The dream of being a hero offers an escape into a world where actions have clear consequences, where good and evil are more easily defined, and where one's efforts lead to visible, meaningful outcomes. However, this does not diminish the value of the dream. On the contrary, it highlights a contrast between the dreamer's current reality and their idealized vision of life. This contrast can serve as motivation, encouraging the dreamer to pursue goals that bring them closer to that sense of fulfillment. Furthermore, the dream may reflect a desire for recognition and validation. Heroes are often celebrated, admired, and remembered. If the dreamer feels unappreciated in their waking life, the subconscious may compensate by placing them in a scenario where their actions are undeniably impactful and acknowledged. This does not necessarily imply vanity, but rather a natural human need to feel seen and valued. In conclusion, dreaming of becoming a hero who saves the world is far more than a simple fantasy. It is a complex and meaningful expression of the dreamer's inner world. It speaks to a desire for purpose, an awareness of personal potential, and a response to both internal and external challenges. It It reflects empathy, ambition, and the universal human longing to make a difference. By paying attention to the emotions, context, and outcomes within the dream, one can gain valuable insights into their own aspirations and struggles. Ultimately, while the dream may not translate into literal world-saving actions, it serves as a powerful reminder that even small, real-life efforts can carry the essence of heroism.